Welcome back to Bravo Mazel Mash, brought to you by S.W.O.R.D, the superior world of reality discussion. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
Well, okay, so before we get into this week's episodes, Daniel's very, very excited.
Miss Beverly Hills is coming up.
Only a couple more weeks.
The
Yay! 2nd of December. Can't wait. And already Daniel's seen pictures of Brandy on it, which makes him very happy. Although on the Bravo Now app, there's an article about her because she was seen out hanging out with Kim.
Which one?
Richards.
Okay.
And she was wearing a "It's no fun to be sober" t-shirt.
Who was that? Who was wearing that?
Brandy. So she got a lot.
She loves to drink.
No, she does. And that's why she says it's no fun to be sober. But Kim Richards has been going through all that stuff where she's supposed to be pretending or seriously being sober or giving it a shot. She's like a colic. Right there. She's supposed to be giving sobriety a shot. So people online have gotten a little bit pissed off that saying that Brandy's being insensitive because Kim is supposed to be sober, so wearing a "It's no fun to be sober" t-shirt is a little inappropriate.
Well, maybe that was the only shirt that she could find.
Always gotta think of an excuse for her. Apparently, she's launching a t-shirt line. It's one of her t-shirts.
Okay. Yay.
The shirts are only for girls though, so you can't wear them. I think. I don't know. I haven't looked at it online, so I can't say that for certain. But I think that's the case. So we only have one more week of Below Deck.
Ladies of London is over.
Yeah. It was a little anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from Annabelle and Julie having their sort of fight, sort of nuclear meltdown.
No, Annabelle was the nuclear meltdown.
No, Julie was. She like flipped her lid, like she like bawling hysterically, like she couldn't even talk. It just kind of cracks me up that Caroline has
Which
to
one?
like Caroline, the Dutch one. But like when Julie and Annabelle and all them were at that lunch, where Annabelle was like trying to say to Julie, "Look, I didn't feel like you were there for me. It hurt my feelings. You know, that's not cool." While we were in, where the hell they were? I don't remember. Where were they?
Denmark.
Oh yeah, Denmark.
Or do you think they speak Danish there or something? I don't know what they're.
Don't confuse me with logic. They were like, you know, Annabelle and Julie, which they should have had this conversation alone, but Annabelle comes right out to say it, and then Julie's like flipping out about her text, like, "Listen, I apologized right away via text message," and Annabelle's like, "Don't send me texts, those are stupid," and they're having their little thing, and Julie's melting down, and Caroline just keeps trying to butt in, like, "I know how you're," and she's like, "We can just shut up for like 5 friggin' seconds." Is that your round? Is that what you were doing? Yeah, I don't know.
My fingers kept cracking when I did that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, you can stop. I don't know. Do you think that Annabelle and Julie are going to be back to being best friends after that? Or do you think Annabelle's like, forget about it? Because everyone keeps saying now Julie's found a pair of balls, and that's why she's not as close to Annabelle anymore, because she's not like her little puppy dog running after her constantly, like, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. What do you need? I'll do it. Do you need me? I'll come." Like, you know. And I can see that because in the beginning of the season, Julie she didn't stand up to anybody.
Right.
And then by the end of the season, I think she stood up to everyone.
You think?
A little bit. I don't know. I think what cracks me up about that show is like all those shows, you know, the ladies, it's like they deliberately get a group of people who don't really get along or like people a little, like each other a little bit, but not seriously like each other.
Not too much.
So that they all kind of catfight and get on each other's nerves, and because that makes the show interesting. But what cracks me up about that show is like even when they're like fighting, it's not really fighting because they're so snooty about it, like so upper crust about it. Like they can put each other down and not talk and just be like, yes, whatever. You know, like it doesn't seem like a real
Right.
fight. Which is amazing because they can pack down the alcohol like there's no tomorrow, and they seem to all get pissed. Daniel didn't know that pissed was how they say drunk over there. So he was like, she's like, oh man, she can get pissed. And Daniel's like, why is she mad? I don't get it. Poor sheltered Daniel doesn't understand. Doesn't understand. It's a shame. But what did you think of the finale?
Well,
You want to come back up?
the fight was interesting.
Yeah, bloody is a bad word over there. Yeah, it's like the F-bomb.
Now, why does Ron say it in Harry Potter?
Because he wants to say the F-bomb and he can't because it's a kid's movie. Bloody hell. He has to say that instead of being like, fuck! Son of a bitch! You know, you can't come right out and say that. So he says, bloody hell.
So just saying the word bloody is...
Well, not just bloody. I mean, it's like usually bloody hell. Or it's like a bloody good time. It's like a descriptive word, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know any...
They have weird, like Daniel's like, why do they gotta talk like that? I don't get it. Like Q for line, and it's funny because the American chicks,
Or as your mom will say this year...
bloody brandy. Well, I didn't say it. Well, I said it, but I was just reading. I didn't like say it. Don't call me. It's a little difficult for me to be a dickhead anyway. Nice. Such respect. Yet so much love. I don't know. I find it funny because then you hear the American chicks, who all kind of pepper their words with some of the British vernaculars, like get in the queue instead of the line, and they'll like throw out like the phrases like that, and it kind of cracks me up. Plus, it cracks me up to see them like Julie, who's at home with her 4 kids, and her husband's out at the country estate or whatever most of the day, most of the week, and yet her kids sound so completely British. It just, I don't know, it'd be weird, I think, if you talked with a completely different accent than I did.
Yeah, that would be weird.
It gets strange.
Jasper married princesses part of the bug.
Yeah, whatever. What else? I'm trying to remember what else happened on the finale because it was kind of like, meh. I hope the show comes back. I like that show, but it didn't seem promising. Thank you for sharing. It didn't seem promising because I guess the ratings are really bad.
Probably because the show wasn't really good this season.
I mean, I think overall the season was okay. The finale was kind of snore fest. I think that the Dutch Caroline is a little weird. She's so like upper crusty snooty, and she's like seriously royal, and yet she laughs like a hyena. Like
Where's the line?
No, you didn't hear any of her laugh. She's like, like, did no one ever say that's a very obnoxious laugh? You should tone it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see her being like at dinner with the Queen of England and laughing like that. It just doesn't seem.
That would be weird.
Yeah. But I think that Caroline Stansbury,
the British one,
I don't know. She had a very different vibe this year. She came off a little less bitchy and hardcore, and came off more a little bit real and sensitive. Probably because
her business shut down.
Yeah, business went kaput, and but I was just cracking up because on that last episode she's home with the 4 kids, and she's like, "This is like a job you never get to go home away from." It just, I don't know, it always amazes me when moms find being a stay-at-home mom so like overwhelming. And
well, when you have 4 kids, yeah.
Well, 4 doesn't really make that much of a difference. Because
if you have 48 kids, on the other hand,
well, then I'd shoot myself. Forget about it. That's not. Well, usually you'd have more than one. You're talking about like that polygamist family in that show you're watching. Yeah. There was multiple mothers though, so they have to share the work. I don't know. I've heard it a lot. Like when people find out we homeschool, or they find out that I'm home with you guys all day, and they're like, "Well, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I have patience for it." Like we celebrate when it's back to school time, and I'm like, always so confused. Like I don't get it. Why? Why is that?
Because adults hate their children.
Well, I hate other people's children, so I can understand that. I don't know. Below Deck was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
What was up with the meal?
Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, first of all, is anyone shocked that Rocky flapped her lips to absolutely everyone about her little affair? No.
She has loose lips.
Well, that okay.
But
nothing.
Did I say something?
No, that just totally like came out of your mouth right, but it entered my ears wrong. Just gonna say.
Why? Did it mean like something for dating or something?
No, I'm not even gonna go there. Yeah, I don't think that anyone should be shocked.
Say it.
I'm not saying it. Well, I thought of loose lips, and I thought of Brandy, who had the vaginal rejuvenation, which was surgery to tighten up her hoo-ha after having children. Okay. See, I told you I wasn't gonna go there. Totally lost my train of thought now. Yeah. So I don't find
Rocky may need it after this season. And
all the Eddie fun.
And Eddie
I don't know, because that would require Eddie to be kind of hung like a bull, and I'm not really sure that he is.
And I like how Rocky's complaining that she wants respect, but do your job correctly.
Like, yeah, she doesn't do her job. She doesn't, like, give respect.
Stop screwing with Eddie and do your job.
No kidding. She can't figure out how to do the laundry correctly in the laundry room, but she can figure out how to work the door. She makes a great mermaid. Yeah, she does. And, I do think Kate didn't appreciate how often that seemed to save the cruise for some of their guests.
Yeah.
When Rocky pulled out the mermaid. Because while she can't figure out how to be a maid, which, I mean, let's face it, there's no, like, worse job than being a maid, cleaning up after people.
She can be my mermaid any day.
Not with those eyes, like friggin' marbles inside her head. Like she can't talk without them rolling around inside her head. It's weird. But she, I don't know, but I guess crazy ones are always good to kind of have an affair with for short term. It's the long term you have to be worried about. And now that she's following Eddie's girlfriend on Instagram,
that's gonna be something.
da, da, da. Yeah, it's
With
like
Jasper
if she's bad enough to talk to everybody on ship, I wonder what little
if she's gonna.
tidbits she might drop for the old girlfriend there.
Yeah, I wonder if she's gonna drop it to her.
You think that might be part of the like the finale or whatever?
Probably.
That she like.
I thought this episode was the finale.
I thought it was supposed to be the finale.
That's what I thought too.
But then all of a sudden they're like, next time on Below Deck. And I'm like, oh, I guess it's not. How disappointing. Because I thought we were going to finally like get the resolution. I mean, I find it funny that Emil wants to be the knight in shining armor to Rocky just because he wants to bang her so bad.
I don't know why I'm looking at that. Rocky must think the show is called
Below Deck. Oh my god, enough with the double entendres. What Jasper sit. It's where you take a normal nice word and make it seem sexual. Hello, why are all the dogs climbing on me at the moment? I am not a jungle gym for dogs.
That's because they both think you're the alpha.
Well, that's true. 'Cause I am the bitch.
She wants Ben to go down under. I do not know what that means.
I find it funny that she went to
Your mom
culinary.
gets it.
I do, yes. Not reacting. I find it funny that she went to culinary school though, because she apparently can't cook.
How'd she get into it then?
How'd she graduate?
She probably did graduate.
Well, no, she said that she was a chef. You know, I went to culinary school and I am a chef. And then Ben comes along and asks her to like trim the edge, the spill off of the muffins, and she like chops the head off completely of all the muffins. Like, why would he serve muffins like that? Who would eat them like that? That's weird.
Well, you can make them look like the cookies.
They're muffins.
Yeah, but you can make them look like cookies.
I never really understood people making food look like other food. Or like a tree. Like I don't get it. People who like cut their food into like weird shapes or decorate it on the plate so it looks like something else. Like that's just weird to me.
Well, that's fancy food, but
Just because it's set up to look like something else, that
Yeah.
doesn't make it fancy. It just means you can work a friggin' paring knife.
I don't even know what you said.
It's a small knife that's very sharp.
Oh.
So people use it to like cut vegetables into fancy shapes and stuff for like a salad.
Just like how our old daggers used to be.
Daggers.
The little sharp knives
Yes.
that are like dull, like no tomorrow.
Well, that's what happens when you cut with them. You have to keep sharpening them. That's why you always see the chefs like Ben who like have that long metal thing and they're like with their knife. They're sharpening their knife. It's a file, so they're sharpening the metal edges of the blade before they use it.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like a special technique to it. I don't know.
That they made like.
Did you not do that? It's wrong.
And then like KitchenAid made like a thing to.
Well, they have like metal knife sharpening machines that you can be like, meh. It's like the scissors sharpening things. Although you can just cut aluminum foil and that sharpens your scissors too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you know that.
No.
Yeah, if you have dull scissors, cut a thing of aluminum foil.
Will I work with the sharp knife too?
Presumably, I don't know for certain. I know it works for scissors. But we have a scissor sharpener, so who cares? I don't know. I felt kind of bad for the guest this week on Blowback. He was kind of
It was mean.
Well, he wasn't necessarily mean. He was that geeky guy who had those chicks on board and his brother or whatever. It is the loudest clock ever. I'm so sorry. And it doesn't even tell the right time right now because the little hands are broken on it. So it just randomly decides to go off that, hey, another hour may or may not have passed.
Right now it's stuck at 6.
It's been at 6 or 6:30 for days.
Not days, months.
No.
Been like half month.
No. Because it was during daylight savings that it happened. So it's only been like a week.
Whatever.
No, but like the guy had no game whatsoever. And it's sad when you're like a billionaire and you can afford this gorgeous yacht and you talk all these beautiful people into coming on the boat with you and then you can't get a date. But his pickup lines were so bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill up my tub. Anybody want to come in the tub with me?
Well, he was kind of round in the back a bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They all do tend to drink just a little bit. But I don't know. I felt kind of bad for him because he was kind of pathetic. Even though he's rich, he was a little bit pathetic. Plus, I feel bad for people when they have to barf before breakfast. Not a good showing. Gotta drink your water. Dilute the alcohol a little bit.
I don't know why Ben says that he hates breakfast.
Okay, breakfast is like the easiest fucking meal of the day to cook. I don't understand. And then he fucks it up. Like the eggs were cold and the sausage was cold, and it's like, how can you screw up breakfast? Like my 11-year-old cooks brunch for us on Sundays. That includes frying the bacon and making the sausage, and he doesn't do the eggs because everyone likes it different. But we chop up potatoes and make homemade home fries. He's 11 and he's figured it out, okay? And he's not some kind of culinary masterpiece either. He's not like a chef. You can kind of be a monkey and figure out how to cook breakfast. It's not a big deal. And yeah, he had to sit there and bitch about, I hate cooking breakfast. I don't like breakfast. It's the worst meal of the day to cook. And then he sends it up there and it's like ice cold.
It's like he didn't even cook it.
Okay. Maybe if he spent less time bitching about breakfast, it would have still been warm by the time it got out to the guests.
Or maybe talking to Kate.
Yeah. Theirs is a weird relationship. Like half the time, there's like all this sexual tension, and you can tell that they totally want to like get it on and have a date, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other half of the time, they seem to completely despise each other. It's like they're already married. Weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't know. I guess Rocky is still like totally in Leon's camp because she posts all over his Twitter feeds and Instagram and stuff. But he was like the best chef ever, and
No, he wasn't.
but he wasn't. Like he made like 3 meals and rotated them.
And then,
although I kind of laughed that Ben pulled out beef tips. That's what he made everybody for dinner.
beef cheeks, not beef
Whatever. Oh, fuck.
cheeks. It's beef cheeks.
Why do you think I taught you guys to cook like 3 years ago? Because I couldn't care less. I'm happy ordering a pizza. Or going to a restaurant.
Just as long as it's not burnt.
Yeah, no.
Like down there was.
Yeah, no. I don't like burnt pizza. It's gotta be thick crust. I like thick crust. Yummy. Sicilian pizza. I think that's what it is. It's good. Now I want pizza, damn it.
Ah! But you can't because you're out of eggs.
Why do you do this to me? That's not right. No, I've got pizza on the mind. That sounds like really wrong. No, I can have like one slice of pizza probably.
Oh.
I can. It's
Pizza.
shut up. But I'm hungry. You guys are all assholes.
Pepperoni.
Sad when I think
Extra cheese.
Sad when I think Domino's is a good idea. I don't know.
Domino's is the best place to go get pizza.
No, it's not the best place.
For me and Xander it is.
Well, that's because I'm pretty sure you would eat shoe leather as long as you put ketchup on it. You don't really, you eat constantly. Oh my god.
Domino's pizza 2 medium, 2 topping the pizzas for $5.99 each.
You're mean. You're very mean.
Yes, but here's the thing. Me, my brother, and my dad devour it, so we can't have mediums. We gotta have the big.
Daniel can eat like a large all by himself. Like, I don't understand how he can eat that much when he's this friggin' skinny. Like, I have 3 slices at the most. And then he eats like the entire large pizza.
Do you like? What do you like on your pizza? Sausage.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni sausage.
Once in a while, I like mushrooms and peppers.
And
I just like extra cheese and pepperoni. He likes it just sausage. My 11-year-old likes it just bacon. So I'll either get a pepperoni pizza or I'll get a peppers and mushrooms pizza. But I won't eat peppers and mushrooms. I pick them up. I just like the flavor of them on the pizza.
Rocky from Below Deck likes the sausage too.
Oh dear God. Well, apparently she claimed she hadn't gotten any in a while, so she was having a bit of a drought, shall we say.
That's because there was no pizza.
He's not talking about pizza.
Was it? A while for her is what? A week? 2 weeks?
Yeah. Well, she said it had been like 4 years. Okay. Let me clarify.
Clarify.
Thank you. She had said it had been 4
Yikes.
Shut up. She had said it had been 4 years since she'd been on a date, but that doesn't necessarily mean it had been 4 years since she had Nookie.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, you don't need a date for that. Just ask Eddie.
Apparently.
Although, what the hell is Connie gonna get in trouble about?
What?
In the preview for next time on the season finale, she's pulled into the captain's office, shall we say, and she's like, "So am I really in trouble?" And they're like, "Yeah, it looks that way." Which I'm kind of shocked. I'm wondering what happens because Emil called her a whore, and the captain didn't even say anything about it.
Well, that's because he apologized. Who?
So,
Who?
who did I say?
You said Emil called her a
Oh, he called
Connie.
Connie a whore. Which I found funny.
Connie?
Yeah. The least whorish one on the boat. Yeah, he called her.
What the heck did she do? Well, that's because it was after Emil got the message from Rocky that she
Screwed Eddie. But then Connie was like telling him to hurry up and do his job and stuff, and he was like, "Screw you, you whore." And then he felt bad and apologized. But
Rocky screwed Eddie, not Connie.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, Connie's like the least whorish one on the entire boat. Like, everyone else talks about it, wants it, talks to each other about who on the boat they do if they had the chance to do them. Connie's the one that seems apart from it all.
I thought
And
when they asked that, I thought Rocky said it. Emil.
no, she said Eddie. But it was the beginning of the season, and Eddie had a girlfriend. And she was like, if he didn't have a girlfriend, I'd be so all over Eddie because he's like a man. And then her eyes had to roll all over.
Doing good ball.
I don't even think I can make my eyes move that fast. It gives me a headache.
No.
It's like she has to look at her brain in order for it to move in her mouth. I don't get that. I mean, she's entertaining as hell, and I love her on the show, but it's a little weird.
Especially with the part where she screwed Eddie. That was a little weird.
Well, you know, I don't get it. Like, she knew he had a girlfriend.
Well, yeah, but she also knew that their relationship was getting down.
Yeah, but I don't care. That's a line I wouldn't cross. I'd be like, did you dump your girlfriend yet? No? Then call me after you do. As soon as you dump her, we got it on, but not a moment sooner. Because like she's like so upset now because she's like, I thought we had something and I really liked him and blah blah blah. Like she's like heartbroken that their relationship is going bad. And I'm like, dude, you didn't have a relationship. You screwed in a laundry room a couple times. Like that was it. While knowing he had a girlfriend. And then you started following the girlfriend on Instagram, which is a little weird. It's a little stalker.
I don't think it's stalker. I think she's planning something.
Yeah. She's gonna come out and say it.
Yeah. Yeah, that the girlfriend's gonna go flipping out on Eddie.
Well, I don't really know that the girlfriend has a right to flip out on Eddie since apparently last summer she cheated on Eddie while he was out at sea.
True. But if they receive it from the flipping person they had the affair with, then they're gonna go all out. It's gonna be World War III.
True. So what else? What else?
We watched Vanderpump.
Oh yeah, Vanderpump. Oh, can't believe that one slipped my mind. Oh man, what do you think about Jax and this Kentucky chick?
Who? Brittany?
Yeah,
Go
flavor of the week.
for it.
Huh?
Go for it.
That was so not what I was asking.
What? I didn't.
Oh my god, there are some things a mother doesn't want to know. I meant like, are they gonna have like a real relationship? Because like he claims he's like a grown up now and he wants to. I don't understand when adulting became a verb, but we're going adulting. Like I don't get it, but it's a little weird. But yeah, so he claims that he's like, turned a leaf, new leaf, and he's gonna like have a serious relationship now because he doesn't want to party anymore and doesn't want to have the revolving doors of girlfriends and.
Yeah.
But he's never stayed true to anyone, ever.
Yeah, that's true.
He's always cheated, so.
I feel so sorry for flipping James.
Wait. What? James?
Yeah.
Why?
Kristen broke up with him.
Yeah, then they got back together.
Yeah.
Did you miss that part? Did you go to the bathroom?
I think I forgot.
Yeah, they got back together because he lied through his teeth. And he was like an asshole about it. Like, he went to her apartment the next day after they broke up. And he was like, we just made out. I tried to remove her top, but she wouldn't let me. And that's it. That's all that happened. I swear. And then it cuts away to him being interviewed. And he's like, Okay, yeah, so I was lying. We were boning. Like, it was a big joke. Like, if he'd come right out and honestly explained to Kristen that he, was drunk and mad at her and that they ended up having sex, I think she wouldn't have reacted any differently because she's pathetic and psycho.
Although I think she would still react the same because she's pathetic and psycho.
It's just what I said.
No, you said she would react differently. I said she would.
I said she wouldn't react differently. Would not react any different because she's pathetic and psycho.
Well,
Grow listening ears on.
I was gonna be like 6:37. Don't mess with me.
Dude, I've only gotten like an hour's sleep, so I don't want to hear it. Maybe I got an hour's sleep last night. Yeah, I don't know. That whole situation is wow. That's train wreck.
City.
I mean, James doesn't even really seem to like her, so why does he still want to keep dating her? Like, he was pissed off that she was coming around his work, and then he was pissed off at the party, and that's why he went and got so hammered, because he was pissed off.
And then went and hammered Sheena's thing.
What is with you and your vocabulary today? I meant hammered as drunk, not hammered as what he did to the girl. And I don't need to visualize that, thank you. Jesus. You are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs today. I don't know. Everyone thinks she's crazy, and he acts like that when he's around other people. He's like, she's crazy, what am I supposed to do? And yet he went crawling back to her the next day with his tail tucked between his legs. I love you. You're the only one I want. Unless I'm drunk or mad at you, or there happens to be a hotter girl in the room.
Yeah.
He's like Jax. In that he will tell you what he thinks you want to hear, no matter how far from the truth it is. I don't know.
Very weird.
I felt bad for Lisa, though, that they showed up with Jax's little Kentucky Fried Chicken there, and she wanted a job. And Lisa's like, this isn't a good idea. I mean, you guys are gonna break up in a few weeks, and then I'm gonna be stuck with a hostess or a waitress who's heartbroken and bawling her eyes out that she moved across country to be with him. What?
You called her Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Well, she's like, don't make me crave Kentucky Fried Chicken now. Well, she's from down south. I don't remember if she's from Kentucky or what, but Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So a lot of eater.
Okay, that has another strange connotation. Let's not go there, shall we? I feel like you've been very corrupted right now. I don't really know why. It's very bad. What was I?
You were talking about how it was very weird that Jax brought her Kentucky.
Oh yeah. And then brought her in to apply for a job while she was visiting. And then he's like, are you gonna live with me? Are you gonna live by yourself? Yeah, like he wants her living with him. I mean, come on. Although I think he was true to Stassi for the most part. Except for when he cheated with Katie. But they were together for 4 years, and he only slept with Katie twice.
Rude.
So that's...
Even though I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a couple seasons ago. I don't know.
Where's Jiggy?
I know, he hasn't been on. Although they had their dog, Katie and Tom's dog. What was the name of that dog?
I do not know.
Coco or something.
Oh, the little black poodle thing.
Bosco, Coco, something like that. Yeah.
Black poodle.
Yeah, he was cute.
Yes, he was. Even though none of them reacted to him.
Well, they were sleeping today. Apparently they're tired. I don't know.
Especially her.
Yeah.
For that trip.
She's so sleepy. I don't know. I don't think Jax is gonna stay with this chick long, especially with Lala the Hooch in the now working at S.W.O.R.D, because she claims that Jax isn't her type, but I'm not sure she has a type.
And in the season premiere, they said when they were announcing the new season, they said that why'd you hook up with the new girl?
He hooks up with a new girl every time. Like every time. I don't think a new girl has come to work there that he hasn't tried to hook up with.
Right.
But I don't know. So you totally know Sheena is going to go running to Lisa and say that new chick Lala is not going on a modeling trip to Venice.
Yeah.
She's
vacationing for fun.
And that's not going to go over well.
She is so going to spill the beans at her.
Yeah, well, Sheena can't keep a secret for, like, saving her own life. She can't. What?
She's going to toss the beans at her.
Toss the beans?
Yeah.
Yeah, what saying is that? Like, I've never heard that.
Oh. I love Sheena.
I love Sheena, too. And I'm sad that next week is when they start the whole Shay.
Pizza.
You know, we're totally going to end up having pizza for supper. Now I'm going to harp on it. And then I'm going to make us all go to the gym tomorrow because I'll be upset that I hate it. I'm sad that next week is when Sheena and Shay have their issue, it looks like, from the preview. So
I don't think a harp would taste good on pizza, so why harp on it?
But
I don't get it.
Harps of beer. Is that hops? Harp. Well, unless you're talking about the metal harp, that would seriously damage my teeth. As it is, the kids make fun of me because I eat pizza with a knife and a fork.
Back to Sheena.
Yeah, I love Sheena. I don't understand why she keeps talking to Kristen. Yes, a knife and a fork. I'm not that weird. I don't like. I mean,
I think she's
hands are bad. Like, don't touch my food. Eat it. That's gross. I also eat a hamburger with a knife and fork, so I can't say.
Don't you get the excuses grease off too?
Yeah. Well, if it's like a really greasy pizza, then yeah.
I think he was talking about the hamburger.
No, like pizza. Sometimes you'll get like the kind that.
That's the best part.
You know, when it's like puddled up. No. I'll like blot it with a napkin, and then eat it with my knife and fork. I don't understand why Sheena is.
Yes, Boardwalk pizza is the best.
That greasy, like Chicago style pizza.
I haven't tried Boardwalk style pizza.
Boardwalk pizza.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I just don't like the brick oven pizza. I think that's gross. With the flour on the bottom.
Yeah. I've been in Chicago and had their pizza. It's not all that.
True. Whatever. I need to get off of pizza because it's nowhere near dinner time. So back to Sheena. Next week, Canadian pizza is good? I've never even heard of Canadian pizza.
I haven't even tried Canadian pizza.
I've never even heard of it. Is it like thick crust or thin crust?
Probably both. They're non-Canadians. It's probably all thick. It uses a sauce called
Donair sauce?
Donair. Okay.
Is it because it's like made of air?
Yeah, you just take out your cup, leave it in
Is
the
that
air
low
until
fat?
and then pour it on.
A creamy white sauce? Oh, I don't know. I'm not very.
So it's like the white ragu, kind of.
Well, that's Alfredo.
Oh.
And that's gross. I wouldn't want that on pizza.
Oh. I like how in the little box thing I like a half inch olive video.
Well, it's because I'm leaning on my side. Sorry. I felt like giving you a little height today. Any hoodles, Sheena, next week, apparently is when the shit hits the fan with her husband and he leaves. Sad. I mean, Shay is like the most grounded one of the bunch, so I feel sad. I don't know.
Maybe her husband doesn't think of her as that.
Well, no, it's that. Well, apparently from the previews, he's got a bit of an alcohol and drink, like a drinking and drugs program, like problem,
Oh.
like little Kim Richards issues, and that's one of the major issues that they're having.
Maybe.
But I don't know why she would be friends with Kristen. I just don't get it. Like, she keeps saying, well, it's not like she's done anything to me, but she calls her a bitch and stuff all the time, and like treats her and everybody else like crap. So I don't understand the keeping her around. It's like she's so afraid of offending anyone and making anyone mad at her that she's willing to stay friends with someone who kind of treats her like shit and doesn't give her any kind of respect just so that she doesn't get them mad at her or something.
Yeah.
Isn't
Sheena known for making a lot of friends?
Well, not when Stassi was around, because Stassi kind of turned everybody against her. She tried for a long time because she's kind of the peacemaker and wants everybody to get along. So she tried to be friends with them all, and Sheena just wouldn't have it. Did I say Sheena wouldn't have it?
Yeah.
Stassi wouldn't have it. Sorry. I'm very curious what Lisa meets with Stassi about. Coming up.
Probably not rehire. Help. I'll probably hire her and Pump.
That would be shocking. Lisa can't stand her. I mean, I know she says that you're not important enough for me to hate. But let's face it, she kind of hates her. So I'm very curious as to why it looks like Lisa going to Stassi for something, not Stassi coming to her for like a job because she's not doing her rich boyfriend anymore.
That's probably why they meet up in the first place.
Well, maybe, but I don't know. We haven't seen much of Ken this season yet either. We only saw that one clip of him at the party for Sheena's birthday.
Who?
Ken, Lisa's husband.
Oh!
With Jiggy.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. I'm sorry, it brought me back to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's probably when we'll see more of Jiggy because...
Well, yeah, I mean, he's always on Beverly Hills episodes. And I guess, since it's this season so far on Vanderpump, it's just been in the restaurant. It hasn't shown them really outside restaurant settings, and that's why we haven't seen Jiggy. But I don't know. Finally, I sucked it up and watched the Brooks interview with Andy.
How? That doesn't come on until tonight.
No, it was last night. Today's Friday. I wasn't gonna watch it because we don't believe anything he says. So why watch it?
well,
yeah.
that ended include an OC film that we haven't seen before. That was on the reunion.
What?
It was a reunion. In the thing when it said that the interview was coming on Thursday, it also said there's a
Oh yeah, like the social or whatever. They always end up doing one weird episode after the season's over. I don't know. Basically, he takes no responsibility. Not shocking. He blames everybody for the ruination of his relationship with Vicky, but primarily Brianna. But what I found,
Brianna didn't do anything. It was flipping Megan that did everything.
I know. But what I
Blame her.
found, well, he said, you know, if he was going through the list of ladies and what he would say to them, and the only thing he would say to Brianna or to Megan was "fuck off." Now, why couldn't we have seen her reaction to that? Because I would have liked that. The only
Well,
thing
it
that
seemed like
was,
she didn't take it. Like, it seems like she took it easy.
yeah. The only thing out of the whole 30-minute show that was remotely interesting.
Did someone actually slap Megan? Please.
No, she wasn't on it. It was just Brooks and Andy in the clubhouse. The only thing that was remotely interesting about the interview was Andy kept saying, look, if you would just have shown your medical records, everybody would have gotten off your back. And he was like, well, no, because I did that by showing it to Tamara and nobody got off my back. And Andy was like, well, yeah, but Tamara doesn't really understand anything about cancer. So it seems showing to her was a poor choice. Why not go for Terry Dubrow, who's an actual doctor?
Or Shannon.
Well, Shannon's not a doctor. She's just had a lot of MRIs.
Right, I can recognize the results.
Right. But Brooks said, you know, well, Andy asked, you know, do you have any of the records with you here? And he said no. And he's like, well, why didn't you show show Terry? It seems like that would have been the best bet. And Brooks said, well, in retrospect, when looking back, I agree. I wish now I had gone to the Dubrows in the first place, because I think that would have nipped this in the bud. But Tamara had the longer relationship with Vicky, so I went to her. And Andy said, well, you know, it's not too late. You can still show your medical records to the Dubrows. And Brooke said, yeah, you know what? You're right. I think I will. I think that's a good idea to show it to the Dubrows to kind of be like, screw you, bitches. Like, to show that he really does have cancer. And it cut away to a little blurb like they have on the season finale. You know how it tells like what they're doing now after the show? And it cut away to a little freeze frame with a blurb. And it said that this was filmed, they filmed Brooks before they filmed the reunion. A couple of weeks before they filmed the reunion. And in all that time, the couple of weeks leading up to the reunion, during the reunion, or after, Brooks has made no attempt to show Terry Dubrow any of the records.
Because why not? He's a flippin' liar.
Yeah. That's what Andy was like, look, you're not asking him for a second opinion. You're not asking him to treat you. It's expressly for the purpose of just relieving tension by showing the one person who would understand everything in that. Because he was trying to say, like, nobody would have understood it because they had medical terms and nobody understands that. And Andy was like, well, Terry Dubrow does. Why don't you show him? I just found it funny that he was like, you know what, that's a great idea. I think I will. I'm going to do that. I'll contact him right away and show it to him. And then come to find out he's never made even the slightest attempt to contact them.
Yeah. Just admit that you're flipping lying, Brooks.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing is that I found it
If I
funny.
get a defense lawyer and then like flipping sue Megan for stalking.
You don't use a defense lawyer for that.
Whatever the hell you use.
I also find it funny that for all that he blamed everyone else for everything, even the breakup of his girlfriend and everything, he never once said, well, there were a couple of times where I stretched the truth or didn't explain things as they should have been explained so that everyone would feel sorry for me or whatever. But he had no problem saying that Vicky basically has loose lips and a bad habit of telling people what they want to hear, whether or not it's the truth. Which, FYI, it's the same thing as calling her a liar.
Wow.
I just had deja vu.
Why?
I don't know why. I'm psychic like that. Duh. So I don't know. It was an interesting little side note that he was going to show Terry Dubrow, and yet he's
Never done
it. Which kind of stands out, I think. I don't think he ever had any intention of showing them. Not unless he can make some really good fakes. But apparently he's not that great at faking it because everybody realized.
Well, no, what
it's
happened to
not
the
accurate.
flipping pet scan? Or like flipping whatever the hell he went off to.
Well, it was for the cancer.
Yeah, that wherever the place that where he got the medical records to show Tamara.
Oh, the Newport imaging, you mean?
Yes.
I'm like, what? Yeah,
I had a burn fart.
so did I. Yeah, I don't know. It still seems kind of shady that he used Tamara rather than anyone else as his.
Because Tamara is the one that doesn't know anything about.
Yeah, but
issues
that
cancer.
just means she's not going to put a strong. He did that only because he wanted the girls to stop going back to his exes and chit chatting about the current situation. So,
Well, gee, let's think about that. That was probably a bad idea. Show flipping Terry or something.
I mean, that just makes the most sense. You have a doctor right here on hand, and you can go ask him, and you don't. But I found it funny because he when did he? I forgot what he said. That Vicky has an issue with telling the truth. Basically, he called her the liar.
You're the liar.
Yeah, definitely.
You're the liar, and you like manipulating people.
No, I'm going to Florida. Well, good. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Yeah. Did the Real Housewives of Atlanta came on?
I think that's next week.
Maybe.
I don't know. But apparently, Vicky now, after the Brooks private one-on-one tell-all, which wasn't much of a tell-all,
Since she basically denied everything.
She posted on the Bravo Now website that she now hated him with like every fiber for being.
Took her this long. It took her like a whole flipping season and all 3 parts of the reunion and this one part just to hate him.
Well, because even after the reunion, according to reports, she was like still text messaging him and like protecting him, and all that
According
bullshit.
to Watch What Happens Live, she was seen at a resort with a new man.
Yes, she did. She was seen supposedly at a resort with a new man, and she supposedly had been on a couple of dates. I hope so. I hope she finds somebody new, because, I mean, she's like a millionaire. It shouldn't be that hard. The last thing is on the that was interesting on the Bravo Now app was Rocky posting to her haters. She wrote, and this is what she wrote. This is why I thought
a normal millionaire, her
being the millionaire who wants to deal with her. Well, I don't know. I think she can be fun. I think she's crazy, but they're all a little crazy.
Isn't everyone a little crazy?
That's what I just said. What's with you repeating me today?
I do not know.
So, okay, the last thing before we go, Rocky posted on the Bravo website a message to her haters.
Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Shut up. And this is what she wrote, and this is a quote. It says, "This show is ridiculous, and I totally agree with all my haters. It does look like I never do anything and just cry all the time. I don't watch TV or reality TV. I didn't know what I was getting into. I'm so sick of that fucking excuse." A lot of people say that, or that it's editing. They edited it to make me look bad.
That's how you react.
Well, if you're asked to be on a reality show, why the fuck wouldn't you watch other episodes of the reality show to see what it's like? That seems like a lie. I'm sorry. That seems like not the truth. I mean, you can be somebody who doesn't watch reality TV, and yet if you're going to be on a reality, I mean, A, if you don't watch reality TV at all, why would you be on a reality show?
Yeah.
B, if you agree to be on said reality show, I would think you'd go and see what a couple of the other episodes are like, just to see how it's shot and everything. So, I don't know. But Tuesday's the finale for that. Woo!
And it's where everyone gets to fight on Eddie about the flipping affair.
Yeah. I know, it all comes out of that bonfire, it looks like. Boom, boom, boom.
It's gonna be like that stove fire all over again.
I think we covered everything else, did we?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, where's my water rolled away? The dog stole my water. Thirsty.
Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Stop! It's not dinner time yet. La 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 la.
Pizza.
Oh my
so
God.
Good. So good.
You all suck.
So good.
Okay. This has been Bravo Mazel Mash, the pizza show. Brought to you by S.W.O.R.D, the reality. Wait. You guys got me on the pizza thing now. Superior World, a reality discussion. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
Well, we'll see you next time after I eat some damn pizza. Bye.